Hi friends, you're watching movie reviews with Raghuram. In this video, I'll be reviewing Mohit Suri's Ek Villain Returns. Let me tell about the positive things first. You need not watch the Ek Villain before watching Ek Villain Returns, because though Ek Villain Returns is considered as a spiritual sequel to Ek Villain, the stories are not connected. So you can directly watch Ek Villain Returns as a new and fresh movie without even worrying about Ek Villain. If you have not watched Ek Villain, just go back and watch Ek Villain. You will enjoy that movie. Since I'm speaking about the positive things, the next positive thing is the interval bang, the interval reveal. There are two reveals in this particular movie. It is a suspense crime thriller, or you can consider it as a romantic suspense crime thriller. There is a little bit of investigation also in this particular movie, because there is a villain, so there should be some hero. Who is the hero, who is the villain? The story is all about this. There are many suspects, among whom you need to catch hold of the villain, and the director will do that. He will reveal the story, and towards the end of the movie you'll come to know who is the villain, who is the hero, and all those things tailored in a little bit of suspenseful storytelling. But the interval reveal is a little bit interesting, and the interval reveal also becomes a spoiler given by the director himself, because from that particular point onwards in the second half, you can predict what might happen in the story. But wait, there is a big grand reveal at the end of the movie. That big reveal, that suspense which reveals at the end of the movie, many might not have expected that. If you are keenly watching the movie, there are clues for that also. You can make a guess. Once you watch the climax, you will relate to a couple of sequences in the earlier part of the movie and tell, okay, the clue was there. That big reveal is a good thing in the movie. There is a train fight sequence between John Abraham and Arjun Kapoor towards the interval, just before the interval, and that is a good fight choreography, I should tell. And the best thing in the movie is those 25 to 30 seconds scene what you get to see in the post credits, and don't go away once the credits starts rolling in the movie at the end of the movie, even immediately after the climax. So just wait and hang on. Now people are used to get these mid credits and post credits, and wait for that post credit, and that will definitely create a lot of curiosity in your mind. And it will also open the doors for probably the third part of Ek Villain Returns once again, or what it will be, we don't know. So is Mohit Suri trying to create an universe of Ek Villain? So everybody are creating their own universes, and Mohit Suri is also up to creating the Ek Villain universe. So we don't know, it might be on cards. So these are the positive points I found in the movie, the best things for which you can watch the movie for. And coming to the negative parts, there are quite a lot, but I would like to make a brief summary of what did not work out for me in this particular movie. The story and screenplay for me should have been more engaging. In the first 40 minutes or so, lot of time has been wasted in building up the romance between Arjun Kapoor and Tara Sutaria. I don't know why. So that was a lazy love story between the couple, and the chemistry and the romance was totally missing between the lead pair Arjun Kapoor and Tara Sutaria. There are some moments where I could catch up with Arjun Kapoor's acting capabilities. Like, Arjun Kapoor has also slimmed down. He is looking good. He is looking good in his raw avatar as a son of spoiled brat of a rich businessman in the movie. He has a right attitude. In some frames, as and when we start getting an idea that, okay, Arjun Kapoor has done his homework on the acting skills, and he has improvised a bit, again he goes back to his modus operandi of cheating us with his lazy face and lazy dialogue delivery, and that lethargic on-screen presence, and what not only Arjun Kapoor can do. So that flaccid expressions and single flat expressions he keeps, and all those things. And Tara Sutaria is nevertheless, she is also not good on screen, and their chemistry is also really horrible. And the love story between these two characters is just a time waste in the 40 minutes. And okay, it contributes to the narration of the story in the second half, but I felt the first 40 minutes itself totally squeezes and filters out the intrigue, the suspense, the thrill which you want to see in this particular movie, because your expectations with the Ek villain or Ek villain returns, whatever it is there, a good romance, a good thrill, a good intrigue, suspenseful moments, investigations, and things which are revealed which you are not expecting. So these elements are there in the movie, no doubt. But the first 40 minutes, in just seeing the length of the movie, it is only 2 hours, 2 hours 8 minutes, or 9 minutes, a short length movie. But this so-called love story between Arjun Kapoor and Tara Sutaria totally sprinkles or pours water on the fire, the fire element which the movie should have carried. And later enters John Abraham. John Abraham's character is somewhat okay in comparison to the other characters, but in some frames again he also looks like a misfit. John Abraham, his character is good, but his character should have been written in a better way in comparison to the other actors, I am telling. And he pairs up with Disha Patani, and Disha Patani is just present in the movie and just horrible. Again, the chemistry between John Abraham and Disha Patani is horrible. No romance, no chemistry between them at all. So Disha Patani and Tara Sutaria just add a glamour to the movie and show their presence. And when it comes to the acting skills, no comments. So overall, seeing the movie, the story, the screenplay should have been good. The length of the movie, though it is 2 hours 9 minutes, it should have been curtailed by another 10 minutes. And very importantly, the thrill and the tension in the movie is totally missing. In the story, we have basically 4 threads. Number 1, the love story between Arjun Kapoor and Tara Sutaria. Thread number 2, the love story between John Abraham and Disha Patani. Number 3, a masked killer called as the Smiley Killer is killing plenty of girls at will. More than 15 girls he has killed, so he has become a serial killer and is under the scanner of the police. And thread number 4, J.D. Chakravarti's team, the police team investigating these murders which are happening. So how all these threads amalgamate together to form the story of Ek Villain Returns, who is the villain, who is the hero, everything will be revealed in the second half. The first half builds up the premise and the characters, and in the second half the movie is a little bit pacey in comparison to the first half, and yes, so a little bit interesting also in comparison to the first half. Again, with that grand reveal towards the end of the movie catches up. But here, when you have a serial killer, masked killer, the Smiley Killer, more moments of tension should have been built in the movie. How he is killing, whom he is killing. We know that he is killing the girls. The methodology, the modus operandi of the killer, how he executes his plan, how he cheats the police, how he escapes from the scenario. So all those things and the tension around those particular scenes, at least 2, 3, if not all, should have been shown to create interest, to maintain that particular tension, intrigue, and also that serious tempo of the movie that is totally lacking, I feel. So that would have been a major engaging factor in the movie, and yes, due to the lack of tension and the lack of intrigue moments, the engaging factor also becomes less, and the film slips down at instances and tries to rise up, again slips down, again tries to rise up. So there is a mix and a match. So the movie for me worked in parts and did not work in major parts. Majorly, as I said, the cast ensemble was itself what I can call it as miscasting. So I don't know. So better actors and actresses should have been roped in for these roles, and the screenplay should have been more tighter. So when we start comparing Ek Villain Returns with Ek Villain, because it is coming from the same franchisee, we will definitely be missing a couple of things. Definitely, the romance which connected with us in Ek Villain definitely is missing here. The romance and chemistry between the leads there, and the suspense, the thrill, and also the intrigue, and also the tension which was there in the first part is missing here. And the good music which was there is also missing in Ek Villain Returns. I don't tell the songs are bad. Galiyan Returns was good, but not as good as the original Galiyan. Dil and Shamat were also decent tracks. So coming to my final verdict, I wouldn't call Ek Villain Returns a bad movie and a disengaging movie. It is a decent or okayish one-time watch, a little bit engaging, most of the parts are disengaging. So it is definitely an okayish one-time watch for those who love watching these romantic thrillers or suspenseful crime investigation thrillers with a little bit of mystery which will be revealed towards the end of the movie. You can definitely watch this movie once. And whether I would strongly recommend watching this movie, no, it doesn't fall in the category of those movies which I would strongly recommend. Coming to the disclaimer, there are no adult scenes or foul language. But still, watching this movie with the family, I don't think it would be proper. On my scoreboard, I would go with a liberal 5.5 out of 10 for Ek Villain Returns. Well, if I have not mentioned the captain of the ship for Ek Villain Returns, Mohit Suri is the director. He's a good director I have admired always, but this time with Ek Villain Returns, I feel Mohit Suri has definitely missed the trick. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with yet another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.